Hi everyone, welcome to today's math session. Mathematics try to see things in the precise. Look at this cartoon. How small a mathematical book that carries the burden of mathematics has been reduced to a mathematical equation. You have seen this kind of shorthand in your earlier classes, especially in a smaller classes. Today we are going to looking at the key concepts of polynomial. Before that, when can we say that an algebraic expression is a polynomial? An algebraic expression is a polynomial if all the terms contain the same variable and the powers are non-negative integers. Then, can you give any example of polynomials? Yes, 2x square plus 3x plus 1. All the terms contain x as a variable and all the powers are non-negative integers.
Next is degree of polynomial. What do you mean by degree of polynomial? The highest exponent of the variable in the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. For example, 3x cube plus 4. Here, the highest exponent of the variable is 3. Hence, the degree of this polynomial is 3. There are different types of polynomials based on their powers, such as constant, linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. Constant polynomial. A polynomial of degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. General form is p of x equal to k. Linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. It is in the form p of x equal to ax plus b. Next, quadratic and cubic. A polynomial of degree 2 and 3 respectively. The general form of quadratic polynomial is p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. And cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Let's understand the term. Suppose we have a polynomial 4x square plus 3x minus 6. Here 2 is called degree and x is a variable. As we don't know its value, the number in the front of the variable are called coefficients. And here 6 will be called as constant. Next concept, that is zero of a polynomial. The zero of the polynomial, any value of x for which the value of a polynomial become 0. Now to understand this zero of the polynomial, let's see some example. After solving this polynomial, we get the value of x as 3. When we substitute 3 in the place of x, we will get the answer as 0. Similarly, for quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x minus 4, we got 1 and minus 4 as the zero of the polynomial. Do you think a relation could exist between the zeros and polynomials? Yes. Now, if you look at the first example, we got the value of the variable here x by dividing 12 and 4, which are constant and coefficient of x. From this, we can conclude that zero of a polynomial have some relation with the constant and coefficient of x. So we can write it as, now if you have a linear polynomial is in the form ax plus b, then x is equal to minus b by a equal to minus of constant term divided by coefficient of x. Then what about quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial has more than one zeros. What if we add the zeros and multiply it? By adding the zeros of the polynomial, we'll get 1 plus minus 4 equal to minus 3. We can write as minus 3 by 1 equal to minus b by a. Minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Now if you multiply the zeros, we will get 1 into minus 4, which we can write it as minus 4 by 1. It is in the form C by A equal to coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. This is for quadratic polynomial p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Consider the quadratic polynomial having two zeros. One is alpha and other one is beta. So sum of the zeros alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Then the product of zeros are alpha into beta, that is c by a, coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Keep in mind that the number of zeros are dependent upon the degree of the polynomial. Such as linear polynomial have only one zero because its degree is 1. Similarly, quadratic polynomial has two zeros, it has a degree 2. Next concept is geometrical meaning of the zero of a polynomial. The zero of the polynomial is the x-coordinate of the point where the graph intersects the x-axis. If a polynomial p of x intersects the x-axis at k0, then k is a zero of the polynomial. That means p of k equal to 0. To understand the meaning of geometrical meaning of the zero of a polynomial, first we have to learn the geometrical representation of a linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial, even cubic polynomial also. The graph of linear polynomial. The graph of linear polynomial is straight line, intersect the x-axis at a maximum of 1 point. Therefore, a linear polynomial has maximum of 1 0. Next is the graph of quadratic polynomial. The graph of quadratic polynomial intersects the x-axis at a maximum of 2 points. Therefore, quadratic polynomial have maximum of 2 zeros. In this case, the shape of graph of quadratic polynomial is parabola. The shape of parabola of quadratic polynomial is in the general form is ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0. So depend on a, we have two types of parabola. If a greater than 0, then the parabola opens upwards. If a less than 0, then the parabola opens downwards. Geometrically, quadratic polynomial can have either two distinct zeros or two equal zeros or no zero. This indicates that a quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros. Next is the graph of cubic polynomial. The graph of cubic polynomial intersects the x-axis at maximum of 3 points. A cubic polynomial has a maximum of 3 zeros. In generally, nth degree polynomial intersect the x-axis at a maximum of n points. Therefore, nth degree polynomial has a maximum of n zeros. This chapter comes into the section algebra, which has a weightage of around 5 to 6 marks in the CBSE exam.